Hello people, welcome back to my channel. I am Francesca and I have this channel, Call Me Aliens, and basically it is an Italian channel, but I was asked on Instagram to make a video about IMAT in English, since I know many people, like many foreign people, are interested in doing IMAT in Italy. I decided to make that video even if I'm not totally confident in making like video in English, but I will make an effort because I know that with this video I can help a lot of people. So let's get started. I will roll the intro and then we will see like there after the intro. Well, I was asked by a lot of you on Instagram to make a video about IMAT in English, and since I make like the majority, like all of my video in Italian, if you have like specific question on IMAT, you can always contact me on Instagram that you found here or in the info box, so that I will answer your specific question in English, since like the majority of my video is in Italian. But I wanted to do that. I wanted to help more people. I know that IMAT is quite popular like outside of Italy, maybe more popular outside of Italy than among Italian people. So let's get started. I wanted to make like an introduction saying that if you are a non-European student, I have no clue, I have no like info about like all the bureaucratic process, all the bureaucratic documents that you need to like enroll IMAT, because I made the enrollment, I had my enrollment as an Italian student since I am Italian, and the procedures for non-European students are like unknown to me. Maybe I could ask to some of my friends, to some of my classmates, and let you know if you have doubts, or give you directly the contact of these people that I know are from like countries outside of Europe. I will try to make the video as simple as possible, and I would like to apologize for every mistake in advance because I'm no mother tongue, so I can make mistakes, and I'm sorry for like in the case I make mistakes. For everything you can always ask me here in the comments or on Instagram. So IMAT stands for International Medical Admission Test, and it's a test that is held, I think, in many cities all around the world, but I think the cities where then you can like do the medical course are all in Italy, if I'm not wrong. IMAT so is the name of the test, not the name of the faculty, because the faculty is medicine and surgery. IMAT is a multiple choice test, basically made of 60 questions. I know this year the number of questions for every subject has changed, so this year we will have 10 questions of logical reasoning, 12 questions of general knowledge, 18 questions of biology, 12 questions of chemistry, and 8 questions of maths and physics, if I'm not wrong. I heard about that change, but I'm not sure about that, because last year I wanted to like say that, but don't be confused, like last year, so the year I did the test and I entered, because I'm on my first year currently. Last year there were 20 logical reasoning questions, 2 general knowledge questions, 18 biology, 12 chemistry, and 8 maths and physics. So they just replaced 10 logical reasoning questions with 10 general knowledge questions, and that's, in my opinion, it's a questionable choice, but anyway, let's talk about the test. The first thing you need to know is that logic reasoning is mainly based on graph interpretation, readings, like you have to read long questions and be able to interpret that questions. They often ask you like the main topic of the question, the logical processes behind that question. So it's like a reading in the Cambridge exams of English, like first or advanced, like it's similar to the reading of that exam if you have done like something similar to that. And then there are some like mathematical logic questions that you need to solve with calculations basically, so there is nothing much to explain. Then it comes the general knowledge, that is basically general knowledge, so that you have to know things about history, philosophy, literature, anything basically. So then the third section is biology, that I personally found the biology section very specific, so you have to be ready to face questions that are pretty specific about biology topics. Anyway, you found like all the infos on specific topic on the IMAT website that I'll link you below. There is like, after biology there is the chemistry section, that is usually, I think, as hard as the biology section, so quite specific in my opinion. And the last section is the like 8 questions about maths and physics that I personally found pretty easy. I did the scientific high school, so maybe it's because of that. So I was like pretty good at maths and physics, especially in the Cambridge mode. So here was a general presentation about the IMAT test, but let's talk about how I prepared to the test. I tried also the Italian medical admission test, so I basically studied the theory for the Italian test, so when it comes to the IMAT, I only did a quiz, I only did questions, a very huge number of questions. I did all the past tests and that helped me a lot. You can find all the past IMAT tests of the previous year online, so I strongly suggest you to do all of them because it really changed my preparation. It really helped me a lot because the type of questions usually doesn't change much, so it's very helpful. I used also a book, but it's an Italian book, and if you are watching this video and you are a non-Italian student, as I suppose, it's not very useful that I say to you the title of the book that is Italian. So we had a word about the test and the preparation, so let's talk about the faculty in general. Well, the faculty is a medicine and surgery faculty. We have all the subject of the medicine and surgery faculty, like all the topics identical to the Italian medicine and surgery faculty, but all the lessons are held in English, all the exams are held in English. However, professors are usually Italian, so these are Italian professors that have a long international experience. So many of them, for example, have done like PhD or experiences abroad, not in Italy. So basically all of them are pretty good at English, they are pretty clear. However, they do not have a perfect English because they're not mother tongue, at least in the majority of cases, because maybe in the next year I will experience some things like some lessons with mother tongues. I don't know, I have only done the first year, so I cannot say that. Well, if you are interested in what are the subjects of the first year, you can always look on the site of the university. So I'll link you down below, for example, the website of Unibo, where all the subjects are written of all the 6 years. But generally, on my first year, I have done biology, chemistry, a bit of biochemistry, humanities, that is basically everything connected to medicine that is not scientific, so ethical and behavioral sciences, statistics, scientific method. Then I've done pathology and development, where the major topics, like major subjects, are histology and embryology. And then I've done medical physics and signaling pathways in health and diseases. That is a subject that mainly deals with like metabolic pathways in the body. So like, for example, metabolic pathways connected to carbohydrates, like things like the Krebs cycles, TCA cycle. Well, Krebs cycle and TCA cycle are the same things, but you have like glycolysis, glycogenesis, just phosphate pathway, and things like that. These are more or less the subject of the first year. On my second year, I will do anatomy, all the things connected to anatomy. I will keep you updated if you are interested. And the faculty follows the rule of the Italian faculty, so we have a period of lessons and exam sessions. Our exam sessions are in January, February, the winter session, June, July, the summer session. September, the September session, like I think it's called autumn session, I'm not sure about that. And then we can have like extra session on April, that is the extra Easter session that I can say that is really useful, at least for me. What can we say? Well, remember that it's like the test, the IMAT to enter the medicine and surgery faculty, it's a quite hard test. Okay, we have to say that, because last year, for example, in Bologna, last year 1,000 people tried for 50 places. So 1,000 people for 50 places is a pretty hard ratio. Study is needed, attention is needed, and it's not a thing you can do like on the go. You need to study. If you want some specific suggestion to study, I suggest you to like contact me on Instagram, because I have like finished the topic to treat on this video, so we can talk to each other on Instagram, so just contact me here. Then I have nothing more to say. I hope this video helped. I hope in the future to do like other video in English, because I quite enjoyed doing that. Nothing. I hope you will subscribe to the channel, even if it's an Italian channel, because if I like see internationality on my channel, maybe I will introduce more video in English. So hope you like the video. If you like that, please leave like a thumbs up, because I spend a lot of time doing like videos, and I also have to study. I like that people express me the fact that they like my video by the thumbs up, because in that way I'm happier to do that, even if I have like exam session. So see you in the next video. I hope you liked that. I hope I helped you. For everything, you can find me on Instagram. Bye!